Played in
Not
Japan?
that I know of.
Maybe
but he
before
might be
the
right. I won't
Yankees,
say
but
no.
No, not before. Like after.
After
No.
the
The
Yankees.
only Yankee I remember going to Japan was Cecil Fielder.
I call him Cecil myself, but
And Chili Davis, I think, too. But he wasn't really a Yankee. He came on for half a season, I think.
I thought they just went there for World War One. I didn't think they were actually. I didn't think they were actually there to play baseball.
They went there to save dolphins with the girl from
They went
Heroes.
there to throw a couple of bombs, not hit them.
Oh, but Kevin Rudd, for the record, is...
this is what you were trying to say like a half hour ago?
I think I even left before I finished. I'm
I
sorry.
interrupted to say something stupid about the fabulous
So I
Moolah.
left. I left to go drink. Kevin Rudd is, I believe he's running for Prime Minister of Australia. I'm not 100% sure because any story I find isn't clear.
Of Australia?
Yes.
Oh man, I got a story about Australia.
But he's a member of the House of Representatives, and as he was listening to a question, he didn't realize a camera was on him, so he picked his ear and ate the wax. Ew. And now it's all over YouTube and all over the internet and all over the world as this guy's running for office.
Did that clear up his hearing? I mean, did it work?
His quote was, I'm really...
His quote was, "What? I can't hear you. Let me eat this first."
Is he from Australia?
Yes.
I understand.
All of us in public and private life, I'm sure, wish our behavior to be more ideal. But I'm really pleased that I got on Jay Leno.
Oh, man.
I could understand licking your finger first before sticking it in your ear,
But
to
not
try and
vice
clear it
versa.
out, but not eating something that comes out of you.
Ooh.
There was a game. If anyone could possibly get footage of an entire playoff game, it was the Yankees and the Indians. It was the game with all the bugs. I don't know if you guys remember that, where the day there was like
From a couple of
mosquitoes
weeks ago?
swarming. Yeah.
Months, like game 6?
I'm sitting there watching the game, and there's a guy sitting in the stands, and he's picking his beard, and he picks his beard, rips a hair off, and eats it on national TV in front of the world.
What was that picture you posted this week?
What was it of?
It was like a guy like you know what I'm talking about?
It was Jorge Posada going into the stands at Yankee
okay.
Stadium to catch a ball, and this guy turning into a mutant to get away from it with this ridiculous "save me" face.
See, was that guy legitimately scared, or was that? I thought that guy was making fun.
I think he was legitimately scared. I don't know.
I'm totally.
How did you find that? Like, what did you look up to?
Stumble Upon. If you're not aware of the world
Oh, yeah,
of
no.
Stumble Upon, then that's how I find things.
You're-
Thanks to my lovely wife, who's
Your wife's sister sends me those
Okay,
things all the time.
I'm totally gnarled out thinking about eating earwax right now.
I'm telling you, but speaking of Australia, there was a 66-year-old man on Wednesday, actually, it was actually Halloween, named Ken Proctor. He was beaten to death by a 35-year-old man named Todd Munter. Because Todd Munter walked over to his house. This guy, 66-year-old Ken Proctor, he was watering his lawn, and his neighbor, Todd Munter, came over to him and said, "You shouldn't be watering your lawn because Sydney, Australia, they have a strict water regulation." And they started getting into an argument. The 66-year-old guy squirted the 36-year-old man in the face with his hose. Nice. The 36-year-old man then began to beat the guy to death. 66-year-old man to death in Australia. And when the cops came and arrested him, he found out by the cops that actually Ken Proctor was watering his lawn on the right day. He was actually wrong about the day that he should be. Munter was wrong about the day Proctor should be watering his lawn and killed them.
Chris, do you want to announce
Unbeknownst.
Proctor into heaven?
Well, here's the. I don't think that. I don't think that the problem is the fact that he was watering on the right or wrong day. That started. The guy obviously had another problem going on there, and the fact is that he squirted him with water.
Well, no, well, they
Self-defense, bro.
They
He
fought-
sprayed him down. What
they
is he gonna do?
they fought about the actual times that they should be watering, and when he thought he was right, he sprinkled him with water.
Do you know what that's
and
like?
that's the problem.
He gave him a bath. Should giving someone a bath be?
Well, see, that's wasting water right there.
Giving someone a bath against their will is rape. It's more of rape than
Well,
an
I
egg
think he
is.
should have taken the hose and sprayed the guy in the face, back, and then wrapped it around his neck and killed him with it.
That's what he
And then
practically.
tied the hose to the back of his car and drove 46 miles with him on there.
Could you imagine
into a volcano?
Could you imagine being Todd Munter and killing a guy, and then going to the cop car, and the cop asks you why you killed the guy?
He squirted me. He squirted me. What do you want me to do?
He probably didn't even say that. He probably said he was watering on the wrong day, and the cop said no, he was watering on the right day.
See, I don't think the issue here is the wrong day, right day of the watering. I think the thing is he squirted him.
No.
He squirted me, bro. My chick was there. Messed up my hair and everything. Squirted me.
Australians don't talk like that.
Oi!
So,
Oh, you squirting
good
me.
day, mate. Crikey, I got sprayed me hair, dude.
That's not a hose. This is my fist.
That's not a hose. Here's your death certificate.
You know what that's like? That's like killing somebody over alternate street parking.
That's exactly it.
That's happened.
I got news for you. I
We'll
challenge
say
you.
that's happened.
I challenge you to park in front of my house on the wrong day. That's all I'll say. I got the Brooklyn mentality. Your tires will feel it.
You dies.
What am I saying? I'm just saying, you know?
Dies.
Minchia. Yo, speaking of Italians, Don Vito this week found guilty of touching little girls.
Is that the Bam Margera?
Really?
uncle guy?
Bam Margera's uncle. His actual name is like Vince Margera.
Is he the guy that said "Just kill me now" when they sentenced him?
They didn't sentence him. They found him guilty this week. His sentencing is in like another couple of weeks. But he's guilty of molestation of these two girls because he touched their butts, I think, when they were walking by.
Good for him.
Good for him. Good for him. But yeah, so and then he threw himself on the floor in the courtroom and screamed, "Just kill me now!" When he realized that he's going to wind up going to jail probably for 10 years for pinching a girl's butt.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Smart guy.
Speaking of jail, did you hear about this Big Brother thing in Africa that's happening?
No.
Guy on Big Brother Africa raped a girl on camera.
Oh, these reality shows are going too far now.
Raped a girl on camera. And now the 24-year-old Richard Bazu Denhart from Tanzania raped Ofanika Malakwai.
And now
From
neither
Nigeria.
of them can run in the marathon today.
They got it was. You know about the Big Brother that you could watch it live on the internet.
Yes, they have the live feeds.
Million people watched this guy. Watched everyone drink all night until they vomited, and then they saw this guy Richard put his hands down Ofanika's pants for about 15 minutes, and after that, when somebody pulled him off him, a roommate pulled him off him, he went to another room and started sniffing his fingers, and was questioned by the roommates, "Why'd you do this?" He said, "Well, this is Africa."
What?
And he's actually he's supposed to he's the favorite to win. He's the favorite to win in Big Brother.
I wouldn't think anymore that he's going to be the favorite to win, right?
That's what everyone's saying, and they're saying that this girl's going to have the biggest lawsuit ever.
Yeah, as well she should. He's caught
Now,
guilty. By the way, speaking of This Is Africa, I watched This Is England this week on the recommendations on the message board. Not that good of a movie.
So wait,
This is England?
they were in Africa?
It's Big Brother Africa.
What? But they're from Africa. And
They're all from Africa. Everyone,
It's not- no,
everyone
I
of the
just mean, like,
contestants are from Africa.
Africa.
You know what else is from Africa? I found out this week that the AIDS virus was brought to the United States from a man from Haiti in 1969, and apparently it was brought to Haiti in 1963 from Africa. I don't think they know the actual guy that brought it.
In my sophomore year, during global studies class, my friend Mike, I'm not going to say his name, but this guy Mike in class actually said that AIDS was caused by dudes effing chickens and
No, monkeys.
in the middle. But it's just, to me, I'll always remember it that it was in the middle of class, like to the teacher. He was saying, "Yeah, I heard that AIDS started from like dudes effing chickens and s." Like what?
I have an almost a similar story. It's not as funny what he said, but I remember a kid in my class in my high school. This was before I moved to Staten Island at South Shore High School in Brooklyn. Said, well, didn't AIDS come from guys from Africa having sex with monkeys and bringing it here? And this dude that sat in front of him was offended, I guess, took it as, a racial slur, so he picked up a desk and hit him with it.
Ooh, boy.
AIDS came from there. Your death came from a desk.
By the way, side note, won't say his name, dude that hit him with the desk, life imprisonment 2 years later for murdering somebody.
Really?
a few years later.
But he didn't mean
in
it.
high school.
2 years later. Yeah, he definitely wasn't past high school age when he killed someone.
Wow.
Yeah, and 2 years later, it apparently had something to do with the guy that he killed was questioning the cause of herpes, and that was the whole point.
This was a Staten Islander?
This is in Brooklyn.
Didn't he kill a guy that squirted him in the face for like watering?
He
his
would
lawn?
have, I'm sure. Yeah, I didn't like that dude. He used to walk around with 15 other dudes asking the white kids for $1. That's why I lived 3 minutes from the school, and it used to take me 18 minutes to get there. I had to walk through Chris's whole neighborhood to get there, and that wasn't much better.
Going back to the screwed up guy with the hose and whatever, who killed somebody for squirting them down. There was another amazing murder this week in I don't even know where it was. Someplace in England. I think it was in Essex. Some guy named Damien Muir was out, and he was out in front of his house, and a guy went over to him and said, "Hey, what time is it?" His response was, "How the F do I know?" He was then choked and stabbed